Greetings, everyone. Wait, I had a better intro for this. Oh, yeah. Welcome to Tradio, where you can buy, sell, trade, or give away items. Please. T2 here again. I was going to tell you guys about my little yard selling adventures I've been doing today, because it's October now, and every year we have this, I think it's 100 or 80 mile long yard sale route. It's like a road. It goes for 80 miles of like yard sales, and a friend of mine at work was going to go to it, and we met up, went down to this little town. It's like a step back in time. It's one of those old timey places. It's still, I don't even know how you would describe. There's like Amish people down there, but it's kind of progressive becoming, and it's like, it's cool. It's like everybody has shade trees in their yard, people are stopping and drinking lemonade. It's like back in the old days, walking around people's yards, visiting. Pretty cool. First place I went to had this sign that said junk, modern junk, old junk. I don't know what that was going to happen. I've been looking for some 70s retro Tupperware, like the old orange and green brown bowls you used to be able to get. Those. I thought I got rid of all these gnats yesterday. First one I've seen since I got back home. Those guys came out and they told me it was going to cost $1,200 to fix it. They were going to like get diamond saws and like replace the whole pipe and everything, and I was like, nah, that's crazy. I ain't paying that much. So I went to the plumbing shop, and the guy said that was crazy, and ended up buying like a $10 piece of rubber thing with some clamps and clamped it. I think it's doing a good job. I haven't really checked it yet. You gotta stay hydrated out there. It's hot. Get a nice breeze every now and then. So I ended up meeting a guy. He has like an old Hummer, and I parked at this little park, and they said there's somebody that hung himself there. That was pretty interesting. And I saw like, looked like blood stains on this like stone light pole fixture thing, like somebody had been murdered there. So then me and him and his girlfriend, we went down to the Fairgrounds where they had most of the stuff set up, and they had this really cool Boy Scout Dutch oven for like $100. But they say if you go on Sunday, it's the last day of the thing. It's all weekend long. But today it's supposed to rain, so I think everybody's already putting stuff on half price. So one lady just sells a big table full of socks, like 2 packs for $5. It's like 3 or 4 socks a pair in it, so it's a pretty good deals for socks. Like Winchester brand socks. They had some that had like Confederate flag socks, I think, or something like weird. You see the crazy. It's like going to a flea market. There was a guy he was a Vietnam vet, and he had all kinds of like KKK stuff. He had belt buckles. He had Nazi pins, like memorabilia and stuff. I think there was a Nazi trench knife he had. They had a colors only bathroom sign. That was pretty weird. I found one table had like some old Playboys, like 10 years ago maybe. It wasn't like back in the 70s where everybody didn't shave their bushes, but it was like, that was pretty cool. I might have a lot of blank spaces where I'm just trying to think of all the crazy shit I saw. Got him. Look at that sucker. It's a big gnat. They had like animal traps, old keys for some reason. I don't know why anybody want to buy somebody's old keys. You don't even know what it goes to, but there's some like those antique looking keys. I almost bought this Egyptian Ankh necklace, but it was kind of small. I don't know if it would fit me good. It wasn't like they had a bunch of those crazy big gold chains like rappers wear, with like stereos at the bottom or big eagles or whatever kind of crazy. They had the Insane Clown Posse symbol on some of them. You see all kinds of crazy people too. You see a lot of more like interracial couples down here, like you wouldn't expect in living in the South. It's more progressive than I thought it was going to be. I saw one house that had like Black Lives Matter, say their names, like in the window. I don't know if that's like a black person's house or like somebody that's white that wants to seem progressive or liberal or something. But I saw like these Amish guys were looking at like something that said something about the devil on it, or like some kind of like hell stuff. Maybe they're trying to explore, like see what the real world's like out there, the demons and the heathens. It's weird. I saw my aunt and uncle out there. Saw a lot of those like Disney VHS tapes. I thought those were like $200, $250, right, on eBay, but they're probably just like 50 cents or something at these yard sales. I don't know. I don't want to like invest a bunch of money in Disney tapes and then not be able to sell them. Just have a bunch of them. I bought this thing, $30 machete knife, Schrade brand. This would be nice when I'm out mushroom hunting or just setting up my trail cam. I gotta cut some briars. It is a little dirty right there, so it's not like brand new, but it's probably been used a couple times and somebody didn't want it. It's still sharp. Got a new dog collar for my dog. Also, you got like a lot of barbecue food truck kind of things set up, but then some people are smart and they have like seafood. They have like a shrimp boil going on. Somebody else had some seafood, so I think those are pretty popular because everybody else has got the barbecue. One guy had a lemonade stand, but he ran out of lemons and everybody was mad. And it's like there's so much traffic. It's like Woodstock down there. Like everybody just walking through people's yards. And then it's like, if you buy something like a weapon, you know, and you got to walk back to your car like a half of a mile, you're just walking around carrying a big knife. It's like, is this okay to be walking around in public, like brandishing a weapon? And then I saw another guy. He had like a shotgun. He had the barrel broken down, so it's safe carry. But then I thought, well, this guy just bought him a shotgun. But then I see he's got a backpack on that has shotgun shells on the back of it. So is he just open carrying around just for looks, or is he squirrel hunting? Did he come back from squirrel hunting? But I don't know. Yeah, you see like a lot of white women with black kids. You don't see a lot of black women with half black kids. I have a theory on that. I don't see what it is. Can I tell racial jokes on YouTube? I don't know if I can or not. I don't know if some of the people that watch my videos that are from the northern parts or the more liberal places in America, if y'all hear a lot of like racist jokes. Because even if you're not racist, it's fun to tell the jokes just because they're cleverly made, some of them. Like, if you've never heard any, I'll tell you one. Hopefully I won't get banned for it. Like, one of the most popular black jokes around here is, well, they don't say black, they use the N-word. But it's like, how do you starve a black person? And the answer is you hide his welfare check under his work boots. Everybody knows that joke. Because it's funny because it works on two levels. I mean, you don't even have to think that about a race. It's just a funny joke. You know what I mean? It's not like people... I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, it's cool. You're walking around. Shade trees. A lot of this stuff, like people have boxes of stuff, it's like brand new. Like cell phone chargers, cell phone cases. Weird stuff that's like, you don't even know what it is. Like some kind of like light bars or like stuff hat lights you put on your brim of your cap. And like knives. But like a lot of it, it's like, you think they stole it off the back of a truck or something, but I guess they go to these like trade shows and they just buy a bunch of stuff in bulk. Or like somebody had something pickers on the back of his truck. Like he's one of those guys on those pickers shows that he goes and just buys a whole storage unit that somebody surrendered. And why would somebody have a storage unit full of that stuff if they didn't steal it though? It must be like a merchandising kind of trade show that they buy. Because I asked one guy if he had some extra Tupperware that I was looking for, and he said he bought like 7 trash bags full, and then he only came back with 1 because he sold it all. Anyway. Oh, one house, they had like some books, so I was checking those out. And you can kind of tell like what type of people live certain places. That's cool. Like I saw one guy had a bunch of sheet music and like music kind of based stuff. So, you know, somebody in his family probably played the piano. And then one guy had like a bunch of medical books and like textbooks. So he's probably a doctor. And you see, like most of the books that you find are like women's books, like Beverly Devereaux or some kind of Joanne Norris, or I don't even know the names of these like female writers. Like nobody had any Stephen King or anything like I would read. There's some people that are into like Tom Clancy maybe, or John Grisham if they're into like lawyer stuff, but there's not a lot of like cool books to buy. Anytime I see books, I gotta look at them. So I stopped at this one place, and they had the people that were selling the stuff. They were sitting under a hickory nut tree, and the squirrels were just throwing hickory nuts down on their heads. And one guy was sitting like this. It's just like raining nuts down on him. And then when I'm driving back home, like a hickory nut fell out of a tree and just exploded in the road. Just like, we're in the fall season, boys. It is fall. I'm gonna start hitting those Halloween movies up really hard. Play some Diablo here in a bit, probably. I was gonna go deer hunting, but now it's like already after 1 o'clock. According to my trail cam, the deer gets to the spot at about 11:30, 12, so he's probably already moved on if he's been coming through there still the same way. I'm trying to think if there's anything else cool I saw. I saw like a Japanese breast pump. I think that's what it was. Shit, I don't know. All kinds of weird stuff. There's like a Roman helmet and a lot of like weird Halloween masks. There's some other kind of little statues that you hit at the back of them and they raise their arm up for some reason. I'm just trying to remember all the crap I saw. There's someone that had some binoculars. One guy had like one of those old water skins. Or it looked like the old style. It had leather on the outside, but it was plastic lining. I should probably buy that if I go back. A lot of this stuff, it's like I want to get it, but I want to wait till it's half price. What was the other thing I was going to buy? There's one guy that had like 20 golf club bags, but they were all like individual clubs for sale. One of them had like all irons or all woods. Then he had a bunch of putters. 3 golf carts he was selling. One place was just selling their whole house and business. Just like, I want the fuck out of here. Buy everything I own and let me get out of here. It was weird. I saw those slap bracelets they used to have back in the 90s, but one of them was like the new poop emoji on it, so they must still make those. There's this thing I saw at the convenience store, and they had a bunch of them at a lot of these places. It's like the new fidget spinner. It's not fidget spinners. It's these little, like you pop bubble wrap, but it's plastic. And they have different shapes. So who wants to sit at work and pop a bunch of things and make popping sounds? Because then you're going to annoy everybody. But apparently that's a big deal right now. They also had some fidget spinners. One guy had a bunch of baseball cards. I took a picture of those, sent them to my boss because he's a big baseball card guy. He had like a Jordan 1989 Hoops, I think. It's not his rookie card. Maybe not his rookie card. He had like a LeBron James. I don't know. A lot of machetes. One guy was selling ammo. I didn't really see any guns. He had one gun that was like, it didn't have a name brand on it, so I don't really know if it was legal. Yeah, it's pretty cool though. I guess that's all I can think of. See, I'll be on streaming here in a bit. I might try to mow the yard first because it's supposed to be raining tonight. And the serpentine belt came off my lawnmower and I got to put it back on and get it back in the garage. So maybe 3 o'clock or something I'll get on. Play my Paladin Smiter a bit. Alright, I'll see you guys there.